In this video, I am going to go over the Unit 1 assessment and talk a little bit about what I expect to see in your submission. So I have the Unit 1 assessment pulled up here, and you can put all of your answers on this Word document, and then just be sure to attach any work pages that you may have or any scratch paper that you used. So in the first part, you have cooking with conversions. So we have a recipe here for a cake and chocolate frosting. And you're going to put the state of matter of each of the different ingredients, whether that is a mixture or a compound. If it's a compound, you need to give me the formula. And then if it's a mixture, you need to tell me, is it heterogeneous or homogeneous? And so you can go back to the very first week 1 and review that if you need to. So you'll go through all of this. And then the next part is to convert the English units to metric units, and that's what you need to do in the second part. And then you have a couple of questions that you need to answer here, and you can just, go here, push enter, and then write your answers right there or type your answers right here in the document. The second part is looking at physical and chemical properties and changes. So this is similar to what you did in the first lab. So you need to answer a few questions, and then on number 5 and 6, you're going to determine on 5 if it's a physical or chemical property, and you can either circle this or underline it or bold it or however you need to put your answer. And then in number 6, you're going to determine if it's a chemical change or a physical change and state how you know. So make sure you do both parts of that. You'll only get half credit if you just circle or underline physical or chemical. In part 3, you have a simulation on isotopes. So this is kind of piggybacking off what you did with the Beanium exercise. And so you have a few questions that you need to answer here, and then you're going to go through the simulation and create some of your own elements. And then you're given situations where you need to create 2 isotopes, 3 isotopes, 4 isotopes, and 5 isotopes, give their mass and abundances, and then the average atomic mass calculations. And so I've given you an example here of chemistrium. Just make sure you show me your work because I give partial credit for that. Part 4, you have a table to fill in, and then you need to include a picture, and you can either draw this or you can find a picture on the internet, but if you do use the internet, you have to make sure to cite your sources. But you're going to fill in this table based on the different atomic models that we looked at. And then you've got a table on subatomic particles, so you'll want to go to the periodic table for this. You're going to give either the element or the symbol, or both in some cases. You've got atomic number, number of protons, number of electrons, number of neutrons, and then mass number. And your atomic number, remember, is the same as your number of protons, and your mass number is the number of protons plus the number of neutrons. And the last part is about mole calculations. So you've got a little section on Avogadro's number, one on molar mass, and then a couple of mole calculations. So I want to caution you here that I need to see all of your work. If you get the answer right, then you get full credit. If you get the answer wrong, then I'm going to go in and look and see how you've worked the problem. In some cases, it may be something very simple. You've inverted a number, or you put down, the wrong calculation. You had all of the right numbers, but maybe you inverted a number when you put it in your calculator. So I need to see all of your work. The other thing here, make sure you use significant digits. Okay, so look at your sig figs, make sure that your answer is in the correct sig figs. And if they're not, you miss 0.25 points for each one where the sig figs are not correct. So the big thing here is just get in the habit of showing your work. And so what you can do is you can put your answers on the Word document, save that, and then use CamScanner or some other app to take pictures of all your work pages, convert those to a PDF, and you can attach, multiple documents as you're figuring out with your weekly submissions. You can attach multiple documents, so you can attach your Word document plus your work pages. As always, if you have any questions, be sure to send me an email or a text, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.